My name is Taylor Falk, and I'm a swimming student at the University of Idaho. I've designed this PSA in response to the issue of student athletes' mental health. This issue is extremely important because collegiate student athletes face many mental health risk factors. In addition, these athletes are exposed to additional stressors in their sports and academics. This topic resonates with me because I myself struggled my freshman year alone. Eventually, I was able to reach out. However, I hope to address this issue so other athletes do not feel alone when they are struggling like I did. Here the entire poster is displayed. As a whole, I approached this poster using a dark web design. This allowed me to create a serious message to my audience. I believe this is effective because this is a serious issue that can be approachable to a large amount of people. I attempted to limit the amount of words in my PSA, but I used a very simplistic title. I believe this is effective because it is straightforward. With the use of alliteration, the title also appeals to the reader. In reality, many student athletes do not reach out for help when they are struggling with mental health. My message is directed at society, the community within collegiate athletics, and the student athletes themselves. Student athletes do not address their health issue concerns because they are often afraid of looking weak. It is a community of collegiate athletics' responsibility to recognize that mental health is not a weakness. The photo in my poster is very simplistic and has a dark tone. My vision for my poster was to portray a normal student athlete competing. In reality, struggling student athletes ignore their struggles and keep practicing. Also, the athlete appears to be playing by herself. Often, student athletes face their struggles alone. NCAA has begun addressing this issue after a University of Pennsylvania runner, Madison Holleran, took her own life. This is only the beginning of addressing the issue. In Holleran's case, no one really knew how depressed she was. She was suffering because of the stresses of academics and the demands of the sport. No athlete should be alone to face mental health issues. This slogan is directed at both genders because mental health does not affect one more than the other. I also formatted the actual slogan in capital letters because it is more appealing for the reader with the serious message. For collegiate student athletes, physical health is vital to personal and team success. However, mental health is equally important for success as well. The NCAA and collegiate teams need to recognize this importance because young adults' lives are at stake. At the bottom of the poster, I included the link to the NCAA's mental health section. This is important because my audience can read more about the mental health concerns from a credible source. This also reaffirms my overall message because the NCAA is finally recognizing the issue. On their site, they also include other teams and their job to recognize mental health concerns. In conclusion, I hope that society and the community of collegiate athletics begins to finally understand the issue of mental health. Nationwide, student athletes are struggling. It is often hidden, but can be damaging to the individual and the team. Mental health is not a weakness. More resources need to be available to universities in order to assist student athletes overcome their stressors. I, Taylor Falk, a student athlete at the University of Idaho, thank you for your time.